YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video. We've got a comparison going on today. This should be eligible for 4K at 60 frames per second in high dynamic range. If it's not at the time that you're seeing this, please check back to see, as YouTube may take another day or two to render this up in HDR. That being said, we got the Bravia 9 and 65-inch down below. We got the A95L and 77-inch up top, both from Sony, okay? We've tweaked live color, we've tweaked brightness, we've tweaked the black levels. We've modified these TVs to look as similar as possible, but we definitely got some punch going on with the Bravia 9. Now, at this point of me making the intro, I've already shot the content, and hopefully YouTube allows me to post up what I've done. I shot a ton of content, but there's only so much that I can get. So whatever product you're seeing, just know that I shot probably 6 to 7 more times what I was planning on posting on this particular video today. I want you guys to try to enjoy this, leave some comments, let's have some engagement. This is strictly for entertainment purposes and for educational, all right? I just wanted to show you guys, basically, if you tweaked around with a little bit of settings, what real-time movie looks in HDR. Everything's in 4K at 60 frames per second, so make sure we set it to that. And try to enjoy the video. We're gonna get it going right after this intro.
Where are we headed?
Let me mute this. I don't want to have any problems. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. I don't know, man. Hopefully I ain't played too much of it. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, I can see more detail. Sorry, I had a dang on dome light on behind me, but I can see more detail in this area here, right? I can make all this out much better. This is kind of like crushed out, you know what I'm saying, up here. I mean, I can kind of use this as a reference. That's what's crazy as to everything that I can see. Now, I do have these set pretty identical, man. Someone pointed out to me, like my previous video that we posted yesterday with the gaming stuff, the preferred brightness, preferred gradation. These things are set identical. You know, I'm gonna tell you, like, I love, and I feel like most people that see an OLED, they're gonna love the way an OLED looks, period. But this LED, it looks really good, man. Like all the bright details, everything's just really on purpose. Because it's an LED, it's always gonna be like kind of like a more of a cloudy mist like presentation over the picture. But again, you think about this in like an 85-inch, man, as a movie TV, bro, great, like great. So, you know, there's just a lot of details that are there that the brightness helps you to point out, like his suit just in all totality versus here, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we could play off OLED as much as we want to, and I'm not here to say that the OLED isn't better TV. It is, because I love the way the color looks. There's like this color on his suit that's on the OLED that doesn't look to be as brilliant on the Bravia 9, excuse me. Trying to get my words together. But you know, it just comes down to brightness and then that detail. The black levels are really not a factor here. Like the black bars, there's no blooming from the black bars. And of course blends in better with the OLED, I'll say that. That is one thing that's always going to be a thing. Anytime you've got vertical or horizontal black bars with an OLED, it's just going to blend flawlessly just because of the nature of what it is. So that's always going to be a grand takeaway from a content perspective. But yeah, definitely, like I can see this stuff, this area right here, right on an OLED. But it's definitely much more dark. Like you really wouldn't be able to tell kind of where the light where the window, I don't know if those are windows or not, where they kind of start and stop. You know, I'm not going to play more of this because I already don't know if I went too far with the amount that I played. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Let's go to something else though. All right, we got Batman Returns. This is in 4K, high dynamic range. Yeah, buddy. Details right there, like the fire. That's kind of why I wanted to, you know what I mean, play this. And let me tell you, I can tell you right now, it's probably clipping the shit out of this camera. It's extremely bright on both of them. You know, there's nothing I can do about, you know, what's going on right here. I got both of these in front of us, but to try to articulate, you know, what I'm seeing. But this is why I kind of wanted to shoot with this. I was watching a little bit of this and I was like, dang, man, you know, there was just this scene, everything about it, you know, the nice black levels and then the fire. And if you watched the video from yesterday, we did all gaming. Ghost of Tsushima, you know, the opening sequence has some fire, and this is the same tail. So what it is, even though I've got some colors adjusted on the Bravia 9, the QD-OLED just has a richer color, man. Just that vibrancy is unmatched. That's why it is going to be the better TV in all totality. You know, with the Bravia 9, I'd imagine you'd have to tweak the color so much that they just wouldn't look natural. It's just not like in a comparison, the QD-OLED, the red, the fire is gonna look more vivid, but it looks more organic, more soft, but more natural on the Bravia 9. And so it's not always about what looks more real. Sometimes it's about what has more pop, because people like pop when they watch TV, right? They like that punch in the picture. And so I thought this would be a great representation of said content. Let's see if we can play a little bit more of this. And let's see. Look at Selena, fine ass. So yeah, I mean, you know, this is kind of the same thing as the transition prior with the Batman, Superman or Superman Batman, whatever that movie is called. I don't necessarily feel like the black is crushed on the OLED. It's just that, like, the nature of what it is, you know, we've adjusted ourselves. And listen, there's black levels and all types of things you can turn on that would essentially, I won't say fix because it's not broken, but that will enhance so that, you know, you can see things a little bit better. But I think that when we look at OLED, so like, let me give you an example. I'm gonna use the remote to kind of point her. I don't know if that's like a blouse or a sweater she got on. I can see the details and the consistencies of the cut of the thread within that. I can't see that up top. It's similar to the prior transition with the scene where Batman, I didn't know if they were windows or not. I couldn't really make them out. And like I said, this is not something that I would have ever noticed with the A95L. You know, you look at it, you just think, oh, it's just black. But, you know, this is why having bright details. Another piece, right? Now I can see the checker or the material on her jacket, right? But with right here on her left shoulder, that detail is lost on the A95L. It's lost. Like, I can see it, but it's not standing out as much. And so this is where the advantage of having a mini LED it does. I'll give you another one. When we look at the this I don't know if this is a stop bar. You see where I got the remote pointed, this thing right here. There's lost detail up in here when you're on the A95L. I can see the inconsistency or the consistency of the ridges within this pole or whatever this metal material is. That cannot be seen as clearly on there. So I'm just pointing out some things that I'm seeing. Even the clown face, it's the white, it's just more pure. It looks like snow. It looks a little bit more dingy on the A95L. And then one more thing, even though the color vibrancy looks great here on this, I don't know what this is, this yellow little light. I like the way this looks here more, you know. So just pointing this out, the commentary and the talking point, I think helps a lot with this. So let's move to something else. All right, we got Troy here. There's a lot more vibrancy coming from this movie on the QD-OLED. I think it makes it more of an enjoyable watch, but again, I think it's more so preference than anything else. We'll kind of freeze this and we'll cut this up a little bit so we can get right to the opening sequence. There's a fight that happens. I think this will be a good watch. Again, this is captured in 4K, 60 frames per second, high dynamic range. All right, so these guys are getting ready to move into this this battle here. Pause this so you can just kind of take a look at the scenery here. Let me know your thoughts. He called him out like he's a big dog. This dude. Mute this, man. Hopefully they let me post this up, man. He said, "This is my man." Brad Pitt said, "I'm smoking a joint. I'm somewhere chilling." My man come in like the big dog he is. I can't believe this movie's like 3 hours long. Tell me what y'all think, man. All right. What do you guys think? Get busy with them. All right, guys, look, I haven't really took a dive into trying to play movie content, so there's some more research I feel like I should be doing before I invest too much time making too long of a video, showing clips and things like that. But you know, hopefully this video just kind of helps you a little bit if you were interested in seeing some content on these two TVs. Again, below we got the Bravia 9 65-inch. I think it's been a great TV, and I want to point out that from what I've been seeing, the 75 and the 85 class of this same TV are better because there's more zones and so forth. But the 65 is pretty good. I can't say that I would tell you to replace your current flagship OLED. If you've got something really good, something like S90C, 77, dare I say 95C or A95L, I am not going to be the one to tell you guys to jump ship and just replace this. But I think if, you know, it's been a while since you bought a TV, then if you're looking for one of the better, larger options, you know, that 85-inch in the United States comes in at about $5,500. So it's about $1,000 less than the G4 and 83-inch. And while I don't have the G4, I think this TV is definitely worth considering because it really does have some good settings that will make your front-facing picture pop a lot. Now, I have been asked a couple of times, you know, what are the angles like? Listen, if you got an OLED, nothing's going to be better than that. Like, this does not reinvent the wheel, okay? It's a very exciting TV, and that's why I bought it, okay? I know a lot of people are questioning, you know, because they're seeing a lot of things where you get near OLED blacks, and you truly do. You've got to be able to go in, mess around with some settings, but the TV has a lot to unlock, and it looks really good, man. Really, really good. So if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Leave some support. Let's leave some comments so we can have some engagement. You know, I react to everything everybody says. Please, please, please give a like to the video if you liked it, if you found it helpful. It takes a lot of time to create this content, and you know, it's work. And if you're into sharing, that'd be cool. I'd appreciate that. In any event, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. Peace, God bless, and as I always say, man, max love.